I have a story to tell you of someone who I met that was underemployed for 12 years. What happened? Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the podcast. And today I want to talk about something very, very important. So, I was leading a corporate training session in a company. And when I was done, this man came to me, and because of one of the things that I said during the training, he came and shared a couple of things about himself. And before I get to that, underemployment is really um, serious and very important, and it's something that we should look at as professionals, and of course as leaders and people that run companies, depending on who is listening to this podcast at this point in time. I was reading a research by the Thomas B. Fordham Institute, and in one of their publications, but this was focused in America, but we can contextualize this into our various countries depending on where we are listening to this from, and make some decisions for ourselves. According to this publication, 1 year after graduation, 52% of college graduates are underemployed. 52% are underemployed, meaning they are working in jobs that do not require the degree that they have or the bachelor's degree. And that publication also said something striking. It indicated that 10 years after graduation, 45% of college graduates are still underemployed. 10 years after graduation, 45% of college graduates are still underemployed. So this really made me to start thinking and reminded me strongly of this encounter I had with this gentleman after my training in their organization. You see, because the statistics of the number of people that still remain underemployed 10 years after graduation is really alarming. And you see, there are many reasons why people stay underemployed for so long after graduation, right? And as I was saying, um, I was talking with this experienced corporate professional who has over 12 years experience and has been in the same spot, essentially in the past 12 years in the same organization per se. And he was sharing this with me after I led a corporate training session at their company. And after chatting with this professional, I realized he was partly responsible for his situation. You see, one thing he was not able to do, or he did not do so well in the last 10 years of his career, was that he did not know. Listen to me carefully. This is very important. If you're a working professional, this is important for you to understand. This gentleman did not know how to package his experience, his skill set, his credibility, his achievements, and thought leadership. These are three things. If you will beat and overcome underemployment and scale your career either in the same company you're working or in the same industry and get better offers from companies that work in your industry, you need to know how to do this. You need to know how to package your experience. You need to know how to package your skill set. You need to know how to package your credibility, in bracket reputation. You need to know how to package your achievements over time. You need to know how to package your thought leadership. Why is this packaging important? So that you can be able to present to your boss, so that they see that you are valuable. Look, people that leaders don't see that they are valuable, leaders will not promote, leaders will not depend on them, and leaders will not trust them. Many a times, many leaders are ignorant of the capabilities of their team members. They are ignorant of the experience, the skill set, the achievement, and the level of their thought leadership. And it is also our responsibility. It is your responsibility to package and to communicate these things to them. Oh, many people are in the same company for years and years, and they have not outgrown that same company and get better offers from bigger companies in the same industry because they don't know how to package and to communicate these things in a way that they can get offers from other companies in the same industry. And this is what this young man was going through. You see, when he was talking to me, he said that he was already an MBA graduate and he did another postgraduate diploma, but yet the position that he was holding was a position for bachelor degree holders, right? Highly educated, skilled, yet invisible in the eyes of decision makers. You know what's like that? Let me say that again. Highly educated, highly experienced, highly skilled, but yet invisible in the eyes of decision makers. Let me tell you something. No matter how good you are, if no one knows you, you will end up dying a talented, skillful, poor person. The only way to overcome this scenario where you are highly educated, highly skillful, highly driven, highly passionate, and yet you are invisible in the eyes of decision makers, is for you to know how to package and communicate these things in your life. Package and communicate your experience, your skill set, your credibility, your achievements, and your thought leadership in that field. It will change your life. Oh my goodness. It will change your life and your career. Somebody listening to this is deliverance teaching for you. It will literally deliver you from being underemployed, underpaid, and being angry at your current position, right? Now, so while talking with this gentleman, I told him that I would love to mentor him because I am very passionate about um, helping entrepreneurs and professionals gain the right visibility that can enable them secure global opportunities, right? I love doing that. So I said, you know what? I will mentor you. And I said, the goal of my mentorship is that in 3 months or less, you will either get promoted in your current company or you will get another offer from a better company. That was our goal in 3 months of mentoring him. And the goal of that, a goal that I had for him, my role with him in that 3 months was to package him and communicate all these things that he already had. You know, many of us are stranded not because we don't have things. No, we have so much, but it's just that that so much is not visible in the right eyes. Okay? So, well, in 2 months, if you are still following my story, in 2 months, he was recruited by another company in the same industry. He was paid double and he was placed in a leadership role. Oh my goodness. You see that? You see the ripple effect of doing what I'm telling you? He was recruited by a bigger company, he was paid double, and he was placed in a leadership role. Mm, mm. What changed? That is the question. What changed? Well, we worked together and we built and communicated his professional credibility in a way that leaders and institutions started seeing him as a highly sought after professional. Let me tell you something. If people do not see you as a highly sought after professional, they will not run after you. And it is your responsibility to position yourself as a highly sought after professional. You may be listening to me right now and you're highly underemployed, underpaid because you have not built and you are not communicating your experience, your skill set, your achievements, your thought leadership in a way that kings can recognize you and pay you kingly price. Yes, I always say that if you want kings to pay you kingly price, you must position yourself in a way kings can notice you. Kings will only come to the brightness of your rising when you are rising. My fellow Christians definitely know that scripture that I'm talking about there, right? So, underemployment isn't just about earning less than one's qualifications, right? It is also about the inability to utilize and develop one's skills fully. There are many people that where they are working right now because they are underemployed, they are not being utilized. They don't even know how good they can become. They don't even know their oh my goodness, how can I say? They have not even discovered their real capacity. They have been so unemployed for so long that they are selling themselves short and they don't even know their true self. They have not discovered their true greatness so far, right? So, being employed the right way will definitely do you good, right? So, many people are experiencing job dissatisfaction and stunted professional growth because they are underemployed. So, here's one thing I concluded years ago. If you don't make conscious efforts to highlight your capabilities, you will remain a hidden gem, overlooked and underutilized. Let me say that again. If you don't make conscious efforts as a professional to highlight your capabilities in a way that decision makers, kings, captains of industries can notice you, you will remain a hidden gem. You are a gem, but you are hidden. You are highly valuable, yet you are hidden. You'll be overlooked, you will not be noticeable, and you will be underutilized. And that is not good. So, my people, it's time to upgrade. As you listen to me, it is time to upgrade. You cannot be destined to be a king and yet you live like a slave. It's time to upgrade. It's time for you to do your part. Therefore, in summary, three things you should be working on after listening to me. Number one, enhance your visibility. Number two, know how to communicate and articulate your achievements, experience, and skill set. Number three, intentionally start connecting with industry leaders, industry captains, kings and queens, and noble people so they can see you. I always say, when I am not leading corporate trainings, when I am not doing business consulting, one of the things I do is I work with professionals and entrepreneurs to provide them one on one coaching to help them build and monetize their thought leadership, attention, credibility so they can secure global opportunities through my signature frameworks. I have more than 20 signature frameworks used over the world when it comes to things like this. I hope you were blessed, you were challenged, and you will never remain the same after listening to this episode. My name is Dr. Javnyuy Joybert. And we can connect on all social media platforms. Just search for Javnyuy Joybert. Some people reverse it, Joybert Javnyuy. Anyone is a unique name. It's a remarkable name. You will definitely find me. Send me a request, send me a DM, and let's connect. Or you can run to my website, joybert.com. If this was a blessing to you and you were challenged, please leave me a beautiful comment. And also, do let me know what would you like me to talk about in the next episode. Keep building that dream. Don't give up. You have beautiful days ahead waiting for you. God is faithful. Keep building. Cheers.